Hey guys, it's me Morgan, and this is going to be another school series video, and I've been getting a lot of questions about what people should carry in their bags and if they should combine their purses and bags when it comes time for back to school. I'm just going to tell you guys what I actually carry in my bag, and just from personal experience, I think that it's best to kind of combine both your bags, but there's, there's some pros and cons of doing that. But anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys what I would carry in my bag. So, like I said, you can either use a book bag. This is a really bad example of a book bag because mine is very dirty. And my friend signed all over it and stuff you can't really see. Or you can carry, a book bag, or you can carry something along the lines of this. I usually carry just a big Vera Bradley bag, and I kind of just combine everything because it's a lot easier for me. But the first thing that I always have with me is, my sprays and stuff, because these are always really good to have. I always have some kind of sprays with me. The next thing I usually have is I like to carry, my iPod and my camera. I'm using my camera now, so I can't really use it. And of course, my cell phone. So you just want to make sure, because sometimes, some of my teachers let me listen to my iPod, and if I don't feel like talking that day, I'll listen to my iPod. But yeah, so just make sure you watch those very carefully though, because you don't want anybody stealing. Next thing I carry my wallet, and this just has some cute little keychains on it. But in here, I usually have my ID and stuff. It's a good idea to carry your school ID, but I took mine out just for video purposes, and I just have a few dollars with me, and I don't carry a bunch of money to school unless you have to for some specific reason, but I would suggest carrying just a few dollars in case something comes up, you forget your lunch money or something like that. So this is kind of lame of me to even mention, but I always carry my toothpaste and toothbrush, and I don't know why. I've never had braces, and I don't need braces or anything like that. I just carry it because I'm very always after we go and eat lunch, I always brush my teeth. I don't know why. Now I usually have a mini size hairspray, but I'm actually out of the mini size one, so I need to go ahead and buy another one. But I have hairspray just for my flyaways, because I have really bad flyaways. So I have this throughout the day in case the hairspray starts wearing off. I always have some more to fix my flyaways. I also carry my makeup bag, but I think it's important when you're carrying your makeup bag that you really only carry the makeup that you use every day. I wouldn't suggest bringing any eyeshadows or anything, because eyeshadows first off have the tendency to break, and second off, I really don't think you'll be redoing your eyeshadow at school. But if you do want something so where you don't have to worry about redoing your eyeshadow, then I would suggest the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. And I don't know why that's in my makeup bag, because I usually don't bring it with me on an everyday basis. But I would suggest something like that. But anyways, like I said, just bring the makeup that you find yourself that you actually will be able to touch up. That way it can save space for you in your bag. I also always carry a nail filer, because if I want to file my nails at school, I always have one. And then we have the basic school stuff like highlighters, pencils, pens, scissors, and whiteout, because those are always really necessary. And you always want to make sure that you have a pen or something handy, because all teachers are very anal when you ask for pencils. In a pocket folder, I usually carry some loose leaf paper, just because it's a lot easier than having to, grab your notebook from your bag and something along the lines of that. This is my old planner, and I suggest that everybody get a planner. I could go and read everything in here, but I've always used a planner, and I think it's really important that you use a planner, because it can help you stay organized in so many ways, and they're just amazing in general. I'm a big note card user. I always use note cards, especially for tests and stuff, to help memorize vocabulary. And I would suggest always having these on hand in case that you want to get a head start on the studying. I don't know if you guys have study hall, but if you have study hall, these would be great to bring at least on those days. A composition notebook is always good to keep really important information. If you don't want, because these papers don't fall out, whereas the spiral notebooks and papers can fall out. So I would suggest getting one of these just for maybe for a specific class that you don't want to lose something for, or notes or something like that. And remember, when you're putting stuff in your bag, you always want to make sure that you don't have too much in your bag at one time, because bags can get heavy, especially walking from one end of the campus to another, and also having your books that sometimes you have to carry in your bag as well. So anyways, that's what I'll carry in my bag, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And like I said, I have a lot more that I carry in my bag, but we're not really in school right now, so I don't really have everything in my bag. But once I do have more stuff in my bag, I'll go ahead and show you guys what I actually have in there. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope this guys helped you. Thanks so much for watching. Goodbye.